What is up, my buttery biscuits? So in today's video, we are going to be talking about James Charles. Okay, so this video is going to be demonetized for like 5 days, so it's going to be super old news, and I'm sure you guys have all seen it by now, but you know what? We got a couple things to talk about. Anyways, you guys, if you guys are new here, welcome back to my hot mess wait. Obviously not welcome back if you guys are not new here. If you guys are new here, hit the subscribe button. If you guys are not new here, welcome back to my hot mess channel. Make sure you guys turn on your post notifications so that way you guys get notified when I upload a new video. I'm back with my burgundy Walmart shirt, y'all. I've been wearing the same clothes in every video because I'm just too lazy, you know? Anyways, so we have a few things to talk about. And as you guys know, normally I can't say James Charles in my videos because they immediately get demonetized, and that's actually one of the first things that we're going to talk about. So just in case you guys didn't know this, I actually have this screenshot, well, a couple, from James Charles' Twitter. Okay, so this is actually, I believe, from April. And you guys, it's so crazy how much control I guess, you know, I mean, I know he's really popular, I know, but he has like a lot of control over YouTube. So Susan, I cannot for the life of me say her last name, Wujicki, came over to his house, and he tweeted this out. He posted a picture with her. He said, "Thanks for coming over today at Susan. We had a lovely conversation about YouTube, its creators, important issues, and some ideas. So excited for the future." Okay. So another thing that came out, this picture here, I don't know where this came from. I just saw it floating around Twitter and I was just like, ooh. So it says right here, YouTube CEO Susan W. indicates that certain types of commentary videos and online punditry, I don't even know that word, drama channels, could be in trouble. YouTube is starting a new policy around creator-on-creator harassment after the company faced criticism for neglecting to make action against certain drama channels that made false claims about the predatory behavior of a beloved YouTube personality that resulted in the decline of that YouTuber's mental health. The new policy is said to be enforced in 2020. Now, this is actually going into effect, and this is why my videos do get demonetized when I mention his name. I could literally be mentioning his name in a positive way, and I'll put him in my tags or something, it gets demonetized. Or if I mention his video, that was in a video I put beauty gurus I do not like, and actually I said in that video I think he's a very talented makeup artist, and in that video, because I said his name and because I put it in the tags, it was demonetized. So I'm just kind of like, this makes it really rough, and I gotta be honest with you guys, I feel like it irritates me a little bit. I understand that he went through a lot, and I understand that, like, oh my gosh, his cancellation was so massive and obviously detrimental to his mental health. However, I do feel like he is trying to take away people's freedom of speech, and this is where I do get a little bit like mad, because I'm like, hello, we live in America, we're creating this content in America. Most of us, I know everyone that's watching this is not from America, but we do have freedom of speech here, and we are allowed to say what we want to say. And I do understand that the claims about him were just completely wrong, and you guys know this. Actually, if you guys have me on live, I go on live every now and then, you guys ask me about James Charles. I may have mentioned it in a video, maybe I mentioned it in the beauty gurus I don't like video, I'm not too sure, but I have mentioned before that I do not in no way, shape, or form feel like he was a predator. The way that he was being labeled, that to me was just wow. I was like, no, I literally came out and said, I was like, honestly, you guys, being a gay man, I feel like a lot of bi-curious or, you know, straight curious guys have come on to us, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like every gay friend that I have has had the same experience, and that's just the truth of the matter. And I feel like it sucked that he got labeled as that, but I do feel like, you know what, he obviously learned from this, he grew from this, and I feel like it humbled him a little bit. I mean, I hope it humbled him a little bit, because in my personal opinion, I do feel like he was a little bit arrogant, and honestly, the way he comes about sometimes too, it's just like he's very, very spoiled, and he's used to getting his way, and I feel like he is trying so hard to get his way about this. And I have heard, you know, through the grapevine on Twitter that he absolutely hates drama channels, and I think that drama channels actually can be quite entertaining, quite fun, and non-negative, and, you know, non-hurtful, but it just depends upon the person. And I do feel like certain channels obviously do make these accusations, and those are the ones that should be reprimanded. However, it shouldn't be a overall change to where all drama channels are going to be punished for this. Now, I kind of think that sucks. And I don't think that we should have our freedom of speech taken from us. So that's that on that. I really do hope that YouTube finds a solution for this. And I do think that they need to look for keywords, obviously, because not every channel is negative and bashful and like hurtful and trying to cancel and all that. And I could only imagine what he went through. Honestly, I really do feel, you guys know this, I mentioned this in several videos before, I do feel bad for him. Like, I know I said before, I was like, you know, he's young or whatever, but everyone was like, his age doesn't matter. And I'm like, it kind of does. I feel like he's learning, you know. I feel like he was given too much success and fame and money like all at once, and he just didn't know what to do with it, and it turned him into a very arrogant person. And I think that humbled him a little bit. Personally, I don't know, you guys know, I know it's so rude to say, and the only reason why I say this is that way you guys know, is I don't watch his videos because I get kind of annoyed. I know that sounds rude, I don't know, but I get annoyed of him, and I just don't really like watching his videos. So the next thing here, okay, ironically enough, in what was that, about a week ago, I asked you guys, I said, do you guys think that James Charles is trustworthy, or do you guys view him like Jaclyn Hill, somebody who lies a lot? And everyone in the comments was like, no, he lies a lot. So ironically enough, we have two lying situations here, and that's the whole reason why I'm making this video. I added on the YouTube thing because I'm like, that irritates me. Like, that really irritates me. I'm like, oh, don't try to take my freedom of speech. That kills me. So let me find my little tweets. First thing we're going to talk about is actually a little bit old, so we'll talk about that first. He had posted on Snapchat him doing squats and said, do it for the peach, and then he tagged his trainer or whatever, right? And then he has his booty in there, and you know, I talked about his booty before. I think his butt looks nice. If he did have a BBL, a Brazilian butt lift, I think that they did a really good job, and I think his butt looks nice. However, Cole's World, who is a beauty influencer here on YouTube, had tweeted out when James posted this, what we're not gonna do is go get a BBL and then 5 months later talk about how your squats made your ass grow. If you don't want anyone to know that you got your body done, then just don't say anything. I will never understand how someone can lie to millions of people. Okay, so clearly that was a subtweet, but we all know he was obviously talking about James. And this is my whole take on the situation, is I feel like if you've had noticeable work done, which, let's be honest, you guys, let's be honest, he most likely did have a BBL, which is totally fine. It's just kind of like, don't lie to people and talk about you did it for, yo, you did it with squats. Oh, that's how your butt got big. And it's like, no, like, no. Actually, ironically enough, it reminded me of the story when I used to work with this girl at Mac. She got her lips done and they were so big. One of my coworkers had asked her, she's like, oh, where'd you get your lips done? She was like, just curious, because she was thinking about getting her lips done as well too. And she's like, oh, I didn't get my lips done. No, I had an allergic reaction, right? And we were sitting there like, well, this is awkward. Like, oh damn, you know damn well she did not have no allergic reaction. It was like a month later and we're like, so you still got that allergic reaction, girl? Like, come on, girl, you still got that allergic reaction? And it's just so crazy when somebody has something noticeable done. I think that you should just own it and just say, it's my body, I want to do what I want with it, and if that makes you happy, great. Like, I do also feel like at the same time too, it is nobody's business what you get done, but don't get here and like, don't lie about it, you know? Like, if I had a hair transplant, can you guys imagine like if my forehead just all of a sudden was right here and I had hair and you guys are like, oh, did you have a hair transplant? I'm like, no, it just started growing overnight. Like, I don't know, I just ate some carrots and I ate some spinach and some hair started growing, you know? I watched a Chia Pet commercial and my hair went poof and just grew out of nowhere. Can you guys imagine if I did that? It's just like, no, just own up to it. Like, look, we are damn near in 2020 right now and everybody is having work done. Own it. If you feel a little insecure about something or if you want a juicy booty, own it. And I think I said this before in my previous video, I was like, they did a good job on his booty because his booty looks good. Like, own it. Don't sit here and say that it's from some squats. So in my personal opinion, I do think that he did have it done. I just think that he doesn't want to own up to it. What do you guys think? I can't post a picture here, but you guys have seen, it's on his own Twitter. It's still on his Twitter. I literally just checked. So if you guys want to go check out the picture of his booty that he posted, you guys can go ahead and check it out and let me know you guys' thoughts on that. So the next thing, two things. So it's so crazy that I asked you guys, do you guys feel like he's a trustworthy person? And then bam, here we go with two lies. Okay, technically, this is not a lie. I guess you would consider it a white lie. So he created this Louis Vuitton look, and he posted on Twitter saying that the LV logos are edited on. He put that in his little caption. However, he went on over to his Instagram and he posted the same look. I'm trying to find his caption. Where is the caption? I can't find you. Where's your caption, James? Where is it at? Okay, so he goes and he posts on Instagram with a baby Louis Vuitton under her underarm. That is a song from Kanye West. I turned the Instagram filter into a makeup look. What do you think? And literally did not mention anything about editing on the Louis Vuitton logo. Now, you guys, this kind of irritates me, okay? Actually, a few years ago, when I started out on my little makeup journey on YouTube, not even YouTube really, actually just Instagram, I took a lot of time with my looks. You know, I tried to make them very unique, very creative, and very original, and doing my snack inspired thing, that's where I, you know, got my whole originality from, my whole creativity from. And it's so crazy. You guys know that I've said this before. I feel like James is actually a very talented artist. I let you guys know this. I truly feel that way. He may be a little annoying. He has a, you know, he talks too fast. He's a little annoying. He's a little arrogant, but you can't take that away from him that he is a good artist. He does do his makeup very, very well. I feel like he was fully capable of doing this look by hand. He may have just been a little too lazy. It's so crazy because I was looking through my screenshots right now and I thought that I had a screenshot, but somebody had posted, oh my gosh, on Twitter somewhere that he posted. Hopefully one of you guys can find it. I don't know, because I literally cannot find it right now. But he posted on Snapchat, he took a picture and he was like, before I added on the Louis Vuitton logos. And I'm just kind of like, he really did build this whole lie about the LV logo. It's just kind of like, my God. I think that in this situation, I think he was going around the bush here, and he's like, oh, I didn't lie about it. I posted about it on Twitter. The truth is on Twitter. I feel like in this scenario, he should have just posted it everywhere, because he's been caught for this before, you guys. He had created a whole eye look, and he literally copied the whole eye onto the second one, and I'm just kind of like, if you've been called out for this before, haven't you learned your lesson? Like, why are you lying about this? I know he has it in him. I know that he has it in his hand, in his artistry, to create that look. Like, I know he does. Like, it's just a little LV and a little, yes, it would have taken more time, of course, but that's what creating a bomb look is like. I don't know. That whole thing, people were, of course, you know, going ham on him for that, for lying once again about his makeup looks. But, I will say little things like that do irritate me, because as an artist, when you're trying to create something unique and original and you see another artist getting so much attention and praise for editing on their makeup, it's kind of like, wow, I don't have to be a good artist. I could just edit it on. I think that that sucks. But I don't know. The opinion is up to you guys. You guys let me know what you guys feel about it, and let me know what you guys feel about both of his lies, and what do you guys think about him taking over control of YouTube and the drama channels? Like, that to me, I'm just like, oh my God, like, look, you had a rough little patch. I think that the drama channels are obviously changing now. They're becoming a little bit more positive, and they're not going to be as abrasive as they once were. And I think that things are going to change. And I don't know, that whole thing just bothers me, because I'm like, oh, you're talking about taking away our freedom of speech now. Like, now we can't get up on YouTube and just, you know, say what we want. And I'm not even talking about making accusations. I do feel like that should be taken out, that 100%. But if you're gonna speculate, let someone speculate. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's just me. You guys let me know your guys' thoughts on this, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.